Okay, welcome back. Okay, I've got all the images in here now. So I've labelled them picture 1 to 10. I've got 10 images. So now I want to just show you something quickly. I'm going to take this first image, and we've already locked our guides to it. And if you're on that layer, you can actually get this and snap it. It snaps to the image. So get the image where you want it, and then say, right, okay, I'm going to snap one down there. These are guides. Make sure these are turned on. It should be in view, and then rulers or Control R on your keyboard. Now we've got the bottom. I can turn this layer off, come to this layer and drag it into the same place. This way it's consistently putting it in exactly the right area for you, and all your images will be, I'll make sure that you're on the right layer. I'll just move that. That's what happens if you're on the right layer. You can move, even though you've turned it off, you can still move it because you haven't locked it. So just continually work your way through these. Did it again there. Control Z for undo. And picture 7. Remember, I'm using the move tool up here, so if you've got another one selected, you might be wondering what's going on, so make sure you've got the move tool selected. And here we go. That's Sail Rock in the Simeon Islands. There we go. So all these images now are in the right place. And now what I want to do is create my menu on the right hand side. And what I'm basically going to do is grab all of these pictures, and then I'm going to duplicate the layers. Click OK. This has created duplications of all of these. And make sure they're all selected, picture 1 copy. And then I want you to go to the free transform, and then to transform them down. Now we've got 5, so we're looking for about 5 to fit. So if we get this, we're just going to check, dragging a ruler, needs to be a bit more, a little bit more, probably about that much. And then we're going to do that again, check. Whoops, gone back on myself. Okay, that's about right. So I've got about there, it's about there, a little bit bigger, not much. Okay, so that's right, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to lay out my pictures. So I'll start with this top one, and I'll move him down the bottom. Then I'll move to the next one, and I'll move him on top. Move to this one, and I'll move him on top of there. And I'll continue to do this, working my way down through the images. Where you've got images that are bigger, what I suggest you do is come down here, move them into position, crop a little bit, and then take it and draw a line out from this. You might have to move in a little bit to select across it using the rectangular, and select inverse and then delete, and voila, you have a picture that's the same size now, even though it was a portrait picture. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the first 5. I've got the first 5 ready. I'm going to just Control E, move them down. I'm going to call this set 1. Now I can get this set, just move it off to the side and continue working my way down. There we go, we've got a landscapey type one again, so I'm going to do what I did before, select the rectangular tool, get it to the same level, select inverse, which Control Shift I, and delete, and now I can carry on moving that down into position there. Number 3, bring that down. Number 2, bring that down, and we've got the Buddha at the top, which again we've got to snip, so he'll be good to snip about there. And once again, Control Shift I to inverse the selection and delete. Okay, and now I'm going to set one, I'm going to drop onto the top of the picture. So that's it, I've now got a complete set of my pictures put in on this side. Looks quite nice, but we just need to finish off the edges. So I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm just going to create a gradient. I'm going to create a dark grey in the middle. I'm going to choose this colour. For the edges, I'm going to pick this, come over and pick a darker grey, and for this one, even darker grey. Click OK. Now I'm going to drag from the bottom right the way to the top and release. This will put a gradient over it all. I'm going to come back in here, and I'm going to use the magic wand, select around it, and I'm going to go back into this layer and delete. And now I'm just going to drop this below that layer. And now I'm going to go in here, put free transform, and just bring it out a little bit. So let's put a nice little grey tint around the edge. You could add more if you like, it's up to you. So that's basically it. I'm going to check all my back stuff going on. That's all good, but I'm going to need to move my Buddha and the Thailand so that they're in this side, like that. I can turn that one off because we're not using it. And that's it. So now we're ready. We like our design. Our text is all just going to come in on this top area. So I'm checking my pictures. I've still got room to put text in there. So that's nice. So that's it. So the next stage will be cutting all our assets out to put into the Flash, into the images folder for import into Flash.